I'm sick of watching Caitlin getting attacked. If the league doesn't step up and protect her, things are going to get ugly real fast.
For weeks, the WNBA's soundtrack was the same ugly thud. Caitlin Clark getting hacked, bumped, and hammered while the league office sat silent. Fans raged online. Studio shows coughed and moved on. The message was clear: handle it yourself, rookie. Then the mute button shattered. Not because the WNBA stepped in, but because the biggest voices in basketball finally had enough. Steph, LeBron, Luka, half a dozen NBA All-Stars. And it wasn't polished PR. It was raw frustration, shouted across the sport. Normally, NBA stars keep their praise in-house. A retweet here, a soundbite there, then back to business. But Pascal Siakam broke that code on live TV. Asked a fluff question: which hoopers get the most love right now? He skipped past dozens of NBA names and dropped a bomb. Honestly, it's Caitlin Clark. The love around her is ridiculous. Let that breathe.
Oh man, Caitlin she's a beast, man. Like, and they love her. So I'll probably say Caitlin Clark. I love Tyrese, but she's another level in terms of just the love that she.
He didn't stack her against WNBA rookies. He stacked her against Tyrese Halliburton, his own all-star teammate, and still handed her the crown. That's not charity. That's reality. Clark bulldozed the invisible wall separating the leagues, and Siakam stamped her passport. Obi Toppin isn't one for headline quotes. His language is dunks, not dissertations. Which is why his reaction hit harder. No polish. No script. Just wide-eyed respect. Yeah, Caitlin's amazing. Seeing her courtside at our games is awesome. We cheer for her the same way she cheers for us.
Yeah, Caitlin's amazing. Super amazing. She's a great player. Having her be courtside and watching our games is awesome. We see the excitement that she has on the sides, but just like she's doing that, we do the same. Like when they're playing, like it's so much. It's a joy to watch.
That's purity. No hierarchy. No qualifiers. Just hoopers recognizing hoopers. When mid-rotation NBA guys talk like that, you know the culture has already shifted beneath the hardwood. In Indianapolis, Tyrese Halliburton has a front-row seat to the circus around Clark. He sees the autograph vultures, the flashing cameras, the non-stop chirping, and her stone-faced composure through it all. His verdict to reporters was simple: there's Bron, Steph, Jokic, and Caitlin. She's top 5 most famous in the sport. Period.
She's, I think for me, getting to actually spend time around her, be around her, get to know her personally, she's just an amazing person, an amazing player. She deals with a lot. There's a lot of rhetoric behind her that she really has no control over, and I think that the way she handles that is just amazing. Like, I think when it comes to the game of basketball, like, she's probably top 5 most famous people that are playing right now, just in general. That includes our league as well.
He wasn't exaggerating. TikTok, ESPN, airports, morning shows. Pick a screen, she's on it. Halliburton's empathy is the giveaway. He's carried franchise pressure himself, yet even he thinks she's lugging the heavier backpack. That perspective cuts deeper than any highlight reel. And then came LeBron. When he speaks, entire narratives shift. He could have played it safe, tossed out a compliment. Instead, he zoomed out. She's bringing eyeballs. They flew private for the first time. Celebrate that. Translation: Clark isn't just hooping, she's accelerating structural change nearly 3 decades in the making.
Because everybody is looking for you to say anything, and they're gonna splice it and cut it and make it a negative thing. And I think for her, the one thing that I love that she's bringing to her sport, more people want to watch. More people want to tune in. I saw for the first time that they had a chartered plane for the first time in their league history. They flew private. That should be celebrated in its own right.
Trae Young's playful challenge wasn't banter. It was peer-level respect. An admission that Clark's release, mechanics, and swagger deserve the same neon spotlight as his. Fans would line up for that shootout, and the sponsors already smell gold. Then Paul George, the rare star who can zoom out without sounding like a professor, cut through the highlight hysteria. Veterans spent years grinding in empty gyms. Then a rookie walks in and becomes the face. Some people are gonna feel a way about that. He wasn't excusing cheap shots, just explaining the human backlash baked into rapid change.
You were hype about Steph and Sabrina. I know that you have spoken about Caitlin Clark. You're a big Caitlin Clark fan.
Oh, yeah.
She, of course, is an excellent shooter. Would you ever do like a Caitlin Shrey three-point contest at All-Star?
Of course I would. I've gotten to talk to her too throughout her college years. We're the only two people that ever led college in points and assists. That's a crazy stat. I'd have to definitely practice a lot more than I have for these previous three-point competitions. Nah, I'd be ready for sure. I'd do it.
He was breaking down the human backlash that comes with rapid change. In just a few sentences, he managed to honor Clark's meteoric rise while showing empathy for the pioneers who paved the road she's now sprinting on. That balance is why his words echoed across podcasts for an entire news cycle. Then came Luka Doncic. A reporter lobbed him a softball. Who's your favorite women's player?
Who's your favorite women's basketball player?
Caitlin Clark.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't like Paige Buchers?
Well, she's okay. I didn't see her playing in the women's NBA.
Luka didn't blink. Caitlin Clark. No disclaimers, no hedges. Coming from a player whose own leap from Euro wonder kid to NBA superstar rewrote history, that economy of words said everything. He graded her on the toughest scale, professional impact right now, and she aced it. That's the kind of minimalist praise you frame. Then came Steph. He'd watched the body blows, studied her tape frame by frame, and torched the diplomatic playbook.
I'm sick of watching Caitlin getting attacked. If the league doesn't step up and protect her, things are going to get ugly real fast.
Boom. Point blank. From the man who literally reshaped basketball's geometry, that line landed as both a warning and a thesis.
I saw somebody break down the release time, which is pretty much identical to mine. And then her just confidence out of you can't help but watch when she plays, where she's shooting from, the range, the confidence, the flair. Like, she's a performer. It's crazy though, just because her shot is it's like that. It's at that level. If you really watch, like her floor game is as impressive. So kind of the total package.
Credit to Wilson's dominance, but Tatum's silence on Clark's name felt deliberate. Same vibe when Durant asked about his favorite female athlete, shot back, Angel Reese on the bounce. Respect to Reese's talent, but with Clark smashing records, Katie's pick felt like a subtweet in flesh. Two megaphones choosing not to amplify her only confirmed what Paul George hinted at. Not everyone is ready for the new order. Which, ironically, proves Clark's disruption more than any glowing soundbite ever could. Zoom out from the debate desk, and the numbers are staggering. Games shifted into NBA arenas and still sold out. TV ratings spiking 400% over last season. Iowa Gold selling faster than Nike can ship it. Charter flights rushed in mid-year because the thought of a generational star waiting in TSA lines was too absurd for 2025. Sponsors flooding. Rivals reeling. The curve isn't steep, it's vertical. Greatness never breeds neutrality. It divides rooms into devotion and defiance. Ask Jordan. Ask Serena. Ask Tiger. Ask Prime LeBron. The WNBA has begged for urgency for decades. Clark didn't knock. She kicked the door off its hinges and dragged the discourse to the table. Every cheer and every cheap shot landed the same thesis. Indifference is dead. Yes, the league still has issues, officiating, marketing, revenue splits, but passion can't be manufactured. Clark created it overnight. And here's the rub. Making one rookie the axis of the sport risks turning her into both beacon and lightning rod. The W must capitalize without cannibalizing. Protect Clark's health. Spotlight the vets who paved the lane. Spread the storytelling wealth. That means faster replay reviews, a marketing budget that stretches beyond one zip code, and charter flights for every roster, not just the Clark caravan. The NBA already learned this lesson with LeBron fatigue in 2011. The W doesn't need to repeat it. Steph comparisons flatter, but Clark's ceiling isn't to be the women's Steph. It's to become the first Caitlin Clark, part Curry's shooting gravity, part Magic's passing theater, part Mahomes' cultural spark. That mix can't be borrowed. It has to be invented live, under hotter lights than her predecessors ever faced. NBA stars feel it. Some celebrate, some resist, but none ignore it. That's evolution in sneakers. Pascal voiced the love. Obi felt the joy. Tyrese saw the humanity. LeBron saluted the shift. Trey brought the smoke. Luka certified the resume. Steph drew the line in neon paint. Tatum sidestepped. KD counter-programmed, reminding us revolutions always meet resistance. Add it all up and one truth is inescapable. Caitlin Clark isn't just playing in the WNBA. She's resetting its gravitational pull. The silence is gone. The pressure is here. And the future of the league now orbits a 23-year-old with a 38-second release. You wanted a spark. You got a wildfire. One so bright, even the NBA can't look away.